NVIDIA's 6000 series GPUs, codenamed Rubin, are going to be releasing way sooner than you actually think, but AMD has a new mid-range GPU that rivals higher-end cards currently on the market. For the first time, I am actually scripting and making this video shorter to avoid comments from super busy people watching YouTube videos that need to hurry and go watch another video. So if you like my rambles and the longer content, let me know down in the comments. If not, I will keep respecting all of those super busy video watching geniuses that are all super busy and all. So first up is the next gen 3D DRAM Breakthrough. Scientists ended up achieving a 120 layer stack in next generation 3D DRAM using advanced depositioning techniques. This could mean way faster RAM for gaming PCs, AI, and future supercomputers, packing huge bandwidth into a tiny chip. Next up is AMD's RDNA 5 GPU leak. AMD's upcoming RDNA 5 desktop GPU is starting to leak out, with the mid-range AT3 chip rumored to feature 48 compute units and a massive 384-bit bus that could make mid-range cards actually feel like high-end GPUs, and honestly, really cool to see. Next up is Call of Duty Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6. The developers behind Black Ops 7 ended up responding to fans calling them quote-unquote lazy, while Battlefield 6 devs ended up saying that the goal for their game is to simply create something fun for people playing it. With both franchises clashing this year, which one do you think is going to come out on top? I think it's a pretty safe bet to say Battlefield 6 personally, because for reasons I doubt I need to explain, but whatever floats your boat, you do whatever you want with your life. Next up, AMD Zen 6 roadmap leak. A leaked AMD CPU roadmap ends up pointing at code names Gator Range and quote-unquote Medusa Point, expected in 2027 with Zen 6 updates. These chips could redefine desktop and laptop performance with next-gen efficiency and much higher core counts. Next up is Japan's $750 million Fugaku Next supercomputer. NVIDIA's GPUs and Fujitsu ARM CPUs will power Fugaku Next. Really trying to be careful with how I pronounce that there so that I don't get demonetized on YouTube. So Japan's $750 million Zeta-scale supercomputer designed to revolutionize AI-driven science and global research is what this is about. Think faster climate models, medical breakthroughs, and game-changing AI tools, which I know people hate on AI, but I honestly think that this is pretty cool and why I'm covering it. Next up is NVIDIA Rubin chips entering trial production. NVIDIA ended up confirming its next generation Rubin GPUs are now in trial production, which is also known as the 6000 series GPUs, the 6090, 6080, 6070, and 6060. These are eventually going to replace the 5000 series GPUs, obviously. But the crazy thing about this is that they're already in trial production, which means that they're going to be releasing way sooner than the typical release of new GPUs from NVIDIA. And we can thank AI for this. So all those like $5,000 5090s that you all bought, I'm sorry, but you're now going to have to buy a $10,000 6090, because let's be real, if you bought a $5,000 5090, you're definitely going to buy a $10,000 6090. Let's be real here. So now back to the lie I told you at the beginning of this. I told you I scripted this. That was bullcrap. I used AI to break down all of this, just like the other 90% of fake money-chasing pathetic morons creating dopamine-enhanced content for the super busy geniuses on YouTube watching videos with an extremely timely schedule, watching YouTube videos and all. Jokes aside, I was actually being serious about whether or not you prefer the shorter content. I only made a shorter video today because of the comments about me being an actual real-life human and having an actual conversation talking about the stuff that I share being labeled as me, quote-unquote, getting off topic and being all over the place, end quote. They're just really starting to irritate me and get to me. It's just, in all honesty, it's pissing me off. So I have no issue creating brain rot for idiots. It makes my life way easier and I can focus on the 4 other channels. But if the video doesn't perform well, I'm just going to go back to my 40-minute rambles, and all the people that feel as though I'm getting off topic and can't stay on topic can piss off and go and watch their Fortnite gameplay. Goodbye.